Don't make fun of me, I'm shy. Besides, you shouldn't walk into someone's room without their permission, even if they're not naked. Why did you have such trouble saying that word? Why are you whispering the word naked? Don't say it out so loudly. It's embarrassing. What? Naked? Stop! Dude, it's a perfectly normal word. People use it to describe, like, non-GMO fruit. Besides, even if we were talking about people, I mean, people get naked, you know? It's a fact. Nothing to be embarrassed about. Sometimes people get naked for business. Sometimes people get naked for pleasure. Stop saying naked! Did someone say naked? She's got a crush on Ethan. I love that. That's adorable. I ship it. How is it going, guys? My name is OnesieBanette, and welcome back to yet another episode of Pokemon Academy Life. And today, we've got something fun planned in terms of Professor Cherry's class. So without further ado, let's just get right back into it and start doing the good stuff. So let's go. Good morning, everybody. I hope you all watch your best battling Pokemon. You remember how I said that we're going to do something special in class today? Yes. What is it? Oh god, he's smiling. Alex, he's smiling. I'd like to invite you to battle me. You? Like, personally you? None other. But you're a teacher. Doc, won't you kind of wipe the floor with us? I don't think so. My party is specialized more for catching than for battling. I'm sure many of you are already better battlers than me. But I do have a variety of types, so that's something to watch out for. We're not allowed to battle in this classroom, are we? Oh, of course not. I was going to take us outside, to the garden. Come on, follow me.
Let's go! Let's go fuck up Professor Cherry, and not in a good way.
One by one, the other students challenge Professor Cherry. She's a good trainer, but not unbeatable. She loses almost as often as she wins. Still, she's clearly having fun. And the difference between her sweating and jumping all over the garden as she delivers a practical I don't know. I can't make heads or tails of how I'm supposed to read that. And the difference between her sweating and jumping all over the garden as she delivers a practical lecture on battle techniques. The difference between this and Old Man Oak's dry lectures is quite clear. Oh, okay. That's a bit of a syntax thing, I think. Like, that's quite awkward to read. Maybe that might be worth having another look at. Phew, that was pretty tiring. Not done yet, though. What about you, Alex? You want to battle too? I've heard that you've got a pretty special Pikachu I wouldn't mind taking a look at.
Pika.
Yeah, boy.
Looks like he wants to battle you too. Let's do it.
Okay, let's fuck up Professor Cherry.
You've got a Smoochum.
I've got a better fairy.
It's not even fairy. Oh, I've got a better ice type. Let's go with that. Dazzling Gleam this motherfucker. Menaced. I've never heard it described as that before.
Stop menacing me! She's just standing there, menacingly!
He's just standing there, menacingly!
Goodbye. Monly. She's given them nicknames. I like it. Well, I should probably try and... No, I'm fine. We're just fine to fuck them up.
Go!
Oh my god. It's got Bullet Punch. We are in trouble. Flabberdash, get out there. Bullet Punch. Okay. Now let's Power Punch. Oh my fucking god. Okay, this thing's a problem. Ivy, fuck it up. We're faster than you. Yeah, we're faster than you. Monly. Okay, well, let's just do Leech Seed strats. Or not. There we go. Growth. I don't think this thing can even touch us, really, so... In this case... It can... It's got me to -4, that's concerning. -5. -6. Okay. I think we're just gonna sweep through now, though. Yeah, this thing's gonna die in one hit. Rotom's gonna die in one hit. And the Paris is gonna die in one hit. Ladies and gentlemen, that is why you use Comfey. It's just busted. Hell yeah. That was very fun. I see you've been studying hard. Thanks. You're a good battler too. I was really surprised that you had so many types on your team. It comes in handy in my line of work. When trying to capture a Pokemon, you want at least one Pokemon that can weather your opponent's elemental moves, in case the wild Pokemon bursts out of your Pokeball several times. It helps to have a wide variety of elemental resistances in that case. Makes sense. Great battle, Alex. Excuse me. Well, Mr. Oak, would you like to battle me next? Are you going back to your own class after this week? Well, yes, I am. I suppose you missed your grandfather? Something like that. No thanks to the battle. If Alex beats you, then there wouldn't be any challenge for me. That's not the cockiest thing he's ever said, but it's up there. But he doesn't look into it, like he was just reciting from a script. Well, perhaps another time then. Come on, 1B, I want to battle everyone who wants to battle before the morning's over. Let's get those bodies moving, get energetic! E-N-E-R-G-Y! Whitney's fucking in love. Whitney is smitten with this bitch. Oh, now I get it. Yeah, we gotta tease Whitney. She's cute, huh? Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up! Of course, of course. That's hilarious. Class wraps up shortly, and everyone heads directly from the garden to their first elective class. Professor Cherry stays behind, a somewhat melancholy look on her face. Aww. Only one more class. She's sad. Wait, did one of those students just say I was cute? She overheard me. Oh dear, that was not what I was trying to do. No thank you, I'm not trying to get you fired. Right, dark class in the morning. Fighting class in the afternoon. Ethan is sneakily playing on his Game Boy Advance. I hope the teacher doesn't see. General Studies. The strongest Dark-type master? Were you expecting me to say myself? It's Darkrai, of course, presuming it really exists. Oh, I know what you meant, but think of this as today's lesson. Our power really comes from our Pokemon. We're all just whispers in the shadows, providing advice, but never jumping into battle. It's best we not get too prideful. Alright, you've heard my little speech. Your prize is the answer you actually wanted. In school, I would have said Cynthia, but she's moved beyond focusing on any single type. So I'd say Nanu, the Alolan Kahuna. He was Kowakon's first choice for my position, you know. He declined. So now that you mention it, I've never fought him one-on-one. Perhaps I'm overdue. Karen reminds the students that it's Nanu's Crocodile she respects most of all. Yeah, Nanu was a cool idea for a Kahuna, because he was, like, supposed to be in charge of the team Skull Town, wasn't he? Sorry, I'm just looking out of my window and it looks like I could see something hurtling towards the Earth. Looks like a meteor or a comet or something trailing through the sky. It's actually quite concerning. Well, if we're all about to die, hell yeah. But yeah, Nanu was a cool idea because he just couldn't be bothered with his job. He'd just given up on it because Team Skull had like ransacked his town and he couldn't be bothered to go and like kick them out. Although that was a fun touch. Wait. That was a -1 I just got from Sharen. Why was that a -1 for Sharen? It's because I've got a -5 bond with him. Relationship anathema. Wow. What am I supposed to do with you? What am I supposed to do with you? Dark proficiency increased. Like, what am I supposed to do with you? Well, that's the end of the lecture. Time for the big show, eh? We did promise, after all. Blimey, a real battle between an Elite Four and a champion. It's happening in a bog-standard gymnasium.
That's how we do it everywhere but Galar.
Oh, I know. I'm not complaining. It's just crazy to me that people can still have real battles like this without someone slapping a camera down and trying to sell merch off it.
Oh, I was planning on recording this fight, actually.
Ha ha ha. Video is fine, but no flash photography in the gymnasium, please. Bruno gets jumpy. Alder, you're stalling.
Perhaps you're afraid of the strongest fighting type master in Kanto.
Not a chance, friend. Just building up the audience with a bit of trash talk.
Trash talk, eh? Well, I am given to understand that your skills are subpar. Furthermore, your movements are sluggish and unpracticed. I'm not good at trash talk, am I?
You're a hell of a lot better at battling than you are at trash talking.
Perhaps this is a new discipline in which I must train.
Hey, if there's a man out there who I trust to master something new, it'd be you.
You are too kind. I almost regret this trouncing I'm about to deliver.
Hey, there we go. That's better. Alright, let's get this started. This is still part of the team battle unit, so would anyone like to volunteer to partner with me? Alda seems to be looking in your direction. Yeah, come on. Alex, sure. Why don't you give it a shot? This is your chance to battle alongside a champion. I'm very grateful, sir. I'll do my best not to let you down. None of that now. We're partners on the battlefield. Your success is just as important as mine.
B, assist me in this battle, please.
I mean, if we're up against fucking fighting type guys, we have Chigiri. We have 3 Pokemon at the moment that are really good against fighting types, so I think we're doing fine. Maybe I should take that EXP share off of Aurora. Not for now.
Sir? I hope you understand that this battle demands my full force. Alex, regardless of our connection as teammates and the help you have provided aside, I will come at you with my full force.
I expected nothing less. Let's make this a nice, clean fight.
Psst, go for the eyes.
What? Yes, Alda. What a king. Okay, that's a level 73 Onyx. It's level 73. Fuck me. Okay, Bug Buzz into Dazzling Gleam. Club Push, use Detect. Well, fuck. Fuck me. Go on, Ivy. Well, okay. I suppose we just Flamethrower and Draining Kiss? Ivy, you're about to do something no Comfey at level 21 has ever done before. You're about to kill Bruno's Onyx. Let's go. Let's go. And the Clobberpuss is down too. That's my chop. Okay. Well, I think it might be a good idea to kind of do the same thing again. We Hurricane, or I hate using Hurricane, but I think we have to. Then we Draining Kiss the Machop. Yeah, get rid of that thing now. Hitmontop's in. Hitmontop's Intimidate. We missed the Poliwrath, and Poliwrath kills Volcarona. It gets burned in the process. Cool. Okay, Braviary. It's got Aerial Ace. Cool. Well, I think Aerial Acing the Poliwrath and Draining Kissing the Poliwrath might be the play here. But I don't think my Draining Kiss is going to do much to this Poliwrath at all, so in fact I'm going to change that, and we're going to Draining Kiss the Hitmontop. Use Fake Out on Braviary. No! You leave me alone. Okay, Aerial Ace. We're going to Growth, actually. Okay. And once more. Aerial Ace onto the Hitmontop this time, and Draining Kiss the Poliwrath, because Ivy's going to get the chance to kill the Poliwrath too! Let's go. Bang. And that's a Phalanx. I ain't worried about the Phalanx, I'm worried about that goddamn Machamp that's just chilling there. Phalanx is going to protect itself, so we double target. No! Ivy! Not Ivy! She was 2 weeks from retirement, but we'll send in Barrow. Ivy doesn't get to kill 3 of Bruno's team. That's just sad. Ah well, let's Enshroud. And the Machamp's down. Barrow's level 15. Let's go, baby. And Aerial Ace the Phalanx. And I guess Future Sight for the meme. And Aerial Ace again. And Perish Song for the banter. Let's go. And I guess we can superpower this thing now. And Enshroud for the meme. Okay, and this time it should go down. If it doesn't, then I'll cry. And Pursuit just for damage. Yeah, let's go. Easy. Easy.
As expected of my worthy teammate, Sir Bruno, I apologize.
There is nothing to apologize for. With further training, it will be me who has the honor of partnering with you. Stand proud. You are strong.
Aw, that's sweet.
Thank you, sir.
I'm afraid that a compliment from me just won't seem as impactful as one from Bruno, but you did real good, Alex. Keep battling like that, and I don't see any reason why you couldn't become a champion.
Thanks. Thank you so much.
You earned it, kid. Well done.
Hell yeah. I would like to mention it was actually Ivy who got 3 of those kills. The most impactful player, the MVP, was the Draining Kiss Comfey in a team that had a Volcarona and a Braviary. It was a bit unfair though, the fact that I had 2 fairies against 2 fighting type users. And then I decided to finish it off with the fucking dark type because I'm just that evil.
That'll be all for today. Enjoy the rest of your day.
I will, thank you, Older. I will. Oh, where are we sitting? Where are we sitting? Well, we've been doing a lot of hanging around with Hilda recently. You know what? Let's go sit at the home table. Let's go hang out with the gang. And let's study with Ethan. And study dark types. There we go. Ethan, true to his word, can't teach you anything new, but still managed to get some helpful review together. Your dark proficiency increased. Let's go. Right, let's go have a chat with my good buddy, Sensei Marshall. Oh, God. Right, every school that I've ever been in, like every year I was in, every school I went to, whether it be college, uni, school itself, there was always one class that you're like, oh, I've got that one again later. This is that for me. This is that for me. In my school, I had a maths teacher who was Canadian called Mr. Razvi, and he always singled me out. He'd come up to me and be like, so Alex, what are we talking about today? What are we learning? How are you getting on with Pythagoras' theorem, right? And like, it'd just be so awkward, and I'd just be like, fine, sir. I'm doing alright, sir. It was a crazy time. I wonder what we'll learn today. Gotta go out on a limb and say something about Pokemon.
Yoi! You may finish your Asukuwato and return to your seats. Nani? So many of you are tired. I asked only 50 sets. You must work on your endurance. If you cannot withstand a long battle, your only recourse is to make it a short one. It is said, after all, that the first blow in a duel is the most important, for it may also be the last. Yes, I see. Perhaps today we should discuss Mach Punch. This attack is exceptionally swift, hitting the foe first, regardless of their speed. Its power may be limited, but there are moments in battle where lagging spells defeat. Perhaps I will teach you, if you endure another 50 squats.
Marshall's lesson ends with more limping students than usual. Yep, makes sense. But we're getting close to being able to level up Phalanx, and then we're going to be in business. Maybe I do need to start doing bug class again then. The mood in your homeroom is subdued. Everyone is acutely aware that this might be the last homeroom you get with Professor Cherry. Which means soon you'll go back to being taught by Professor Oak, who, although you love, it's become apparent he may not be the best teacher. I wish that I had more time with you.
What happens when you leave, though?
Well, Dr. Oak will come back, resuming classes just like before.
And what? We're just supposed to endure this subpar education when you've shown us what we could be having?
Dr. Oak is a genius.
He's incompetent. Oh.
You shut up! That's our teacher you're talking about.
Our teacher? What has he taught us? Oak has taught 54 homerooms. That amounts to 108 hours. What would you do with the 108 hours if they were yours to spend as you wish? Would you attend one of Oak's classes, or do something else?
You'll pay for that during the battle team meeting.
Oh,
Please, don't argue. I'm over it.
We've moved on.
And other fun lies to tell yourself.
Well, given this is my last class with you all, I think I should probably give you something that will help you in the future. I found them to be very useful when it comes to capturing Pokemon. Something like the TM for False Swipe, or maybe Hold Back? It's gotta be some kind of powerful status move, right? Good guesses, everyone, but it's something with a bit more versatility. Here, why don't I just show you?
Nah, you're giving us another starter. We're going to get a new Pokemon? Why did I do an American accent for myself? Absolutely. Oh, and I've just... me and Professor Cherry just switched voices, it's fine.
Absolutely. An old neighbor of mine breeds them for me, for catching purposes, and, apparently the male of this litter was a bit over-enthusiastic. So there's more than enough for each of you to pick one. I've trained each of them a little bit so that their levels aren't too low. Go ahead. Alex, why don't you come up first? Oh, lovely.
Oh, no. No. Not a fucking Smeargle.
That's right. Aren't they incredibly rare, though? Not particularly. As I said, I got these from a breeder, but even back in Johto, you can find many of them in the ruins to the southwest of Violet City.
I don't know what to say.
Then don't worry about saying anything. I hope you'll find it useful. Now, Whitney, why don't you come here now? Yes, miss.
Look at that.
Doctor it, please.
Right. So I would love to know if anyone gets this reference, but I'm going to call this thing Jabba Damazo. And if anyone gets what the reference is from, you're a legend. You're level 20! I don't want it. One by one, everyone comes up to collect their Smeargle from Professor Cherry. Not me. Soon the bell rings, bringing an end to the class. Professor Cherry gathers up a stack of papers, lifts the tray of leftover Pokeballs off the desk, and heads to the door.
Goodbye, Class 1B. It's been a pleasure.
And then she's gone. Though she does take one more look back.
I'll miss her. What about you, Alex? I know you're good friends with Oak, so maybe it's not as clear-cut for you.
I'll miss her too. I mean, her class was a bit more interesting. But I also really like voicing Professor Oak.
Lad, how are you doing, lad?
I just really like... I don't know.
That's fair. I get it. You've got loads of stuff pulling you in multiple directions. Anyway, do you know what's up with Blue?
What do you mean?
Like, he's being weirdly nice. Like, he asked me how my day was yesterday, and he's clearly bored as hell when I actually answered the question, but the fact he even asked it is something.
I guess he's still trying to get more forever-alls then. Maybe he's just trying to turn over a new leaf.
That was an incredibly lame pun.
Well, they can't all be winners. See you at the battle team meeting?
See you then.
Right, we got a bit of time to kill. Oh, Skylar's still... Yeah, Skylar's still got a bit of fancy in us, so... Maybe we hang out with... Oh, and Professor Cherry. You know what? We've just spent a week under her supervision. So, Professor Cherry, let's go. Let's go find Professor Cherry. You're walking through the garden when you notice Professor Cherry furrowing her brow and looking at an oranberry tree with mild displeasure. Professor Cherry?
Oh. Well, Alex, what can I help you with?
Nothing much, Doctor. Is there something I can help you with? It looked like you were giving that Oranomi Synesis tree a serious stink eye.
No, I don't think there's anything you can do about that one, unfortunately. These trees don't seem as though they're being nibbled at by a bug poke. These trees seem as though they're being nibbled at by bug Pokemon. Professor Cherry gets surprisingly close to you and points directly through your line of sight at some faint scratch marking on the trees. See those? Mandible markings. The slight disintegration of the wood pulp around the edges indicates the offending Pokemon was probably venomous. It's only a small amount of poison damage though, so it wasn't anything big. I think it was probably a Venonat? How do you know? Well, I'm a very good student who stays up to date on the readings and makes sure to take diligent notes. Well, I'm quite happy to hear that. Or maybe a friend of mine caught a Venonat in this garden in early April. That's fair too. That's what we like to call field research. Well, I'll leave you to your field research then, Doctor. Yes, have a good... Don't move.
Okay.
Professor Cherry slowly takes a Pokeball from her coat pocket and holds it in the air. A moment later, she drops it, and in an instantaneous spinning kick, almost faster than you can see, expertly kicks the ball through your legs.
Whoa.
Turning around, you see a Pokeball rock once, twice, 3 times, and then click. Found the pest. This little guy certainly won't be nibbling at the gardens or in groves anymore. Now I should...
Ma'am, I need you to tell me how to do that.
Oh, the capturing a Pokemon by kicking the ball?
Yes, that was amazing, Doctor.
Doctor, Professor, ma'am, pick one, jeez. Well, I'm afraid it's not the sort of thing I can really easily teach. I was, well, it's not a nice story, but I had to learn to use my feet for a while.
Whoa, can I hear this story?
I don't think it would be entirely appropriate for me to tell a student that story. I'm sure you're mature enough to handle it, but I don't want to risk it.
Mature enough to handle it? No way Professor Cherry is any more than 4 years older than me. Heck, in certain lights, she might look like she might be younger. Well, that's alright then. I can understand wanting to err on the side of caution as a teacher. Okay, this is bothering me actually. I don't think anyone's ever not told me something about themselves when I asked them to. That's because of Phrenergy, I guess. I know this is a weird question, but are you busy, Doctor?
Well, yes, I'm a teacher. I'm always busy. But I've got time if you need help with a subject. I was actually just in my office holding hours, so it looks like it's a slow day. So what can I help you with?
Well, you promised me some embarrassing stories about Ethan.
Oh, that's right. How about I tell you about the time we went to see the Pokeathlon together?
Sure.
There was a girl in our town, New Barktown, Lyra, who was a junior Pokeathlete. Ethan and her butted heads, but I think there was a bit of a crush there too. Anyway, she invited her whole class and their parents to watch her participate in the Block Smash event. Ethan's dad was away on a business trip, so I went with him. He cheered himself hoarse for a week. Lyra was really grateful he showed up, since that pretty much guaranteed everyone else would as well. Well, he was really popular, and the leader of his class, so wherever he went, everyone else followed.
Well, I mean, he's a good friend, but that doesn't sound like the kind of thing Ethan's about.
Oh? I did end up leaving New Barktown for 2 years, and after that we didn't have much contact. I was distracted by my research and have been pretty much ever since. I suppose he might have changed somewhat in the interim.
What made you disappear for 2 years anyway? Some sort of foreign exchange thing, or were you already a professor in training then?
That's another private detail, I'm afraid.
What? Okay, I get she's a professor, and professors aren't supposed to share their personal lives with their students, but what's happening here? Okay, well, what made you decide to be a teacher? No way, that's also private?
I'm afraid so.
Damn.
I get the feeling most people don't put up boundaries around you. Perhaps that's due to your friendship power?
Right, I guess all the teachers would have heard about that. Yeah, no, generally speaking. And I totally get where you're coming from, this is just a very new experience.
Well then, I must be doing my job as a teacher well. A teacher is meant to introduce you to new experiences, isn't she?
Yeah. Okay, here's one. I bet I could just look this up on, like, the school staff page. What's your doctorate in?
Oh, I can answer that one, sure. I'm actually a doctor of Pokemon capturing.
Huh?
Back in postgrad, my classmates barely even saw me. I spent so much time studying. I was on the fast track as well. They didn't even know what my name was, most of them. They just called me Catcher. It took a very last-minute intervention from the dean to make sure that my degree didn't say Catcher Cherry on it.
Huh. I had no idea that catching Pokemon was a complicated enough field to be a science. I kind of thought you...
Just lower the opponent's Pokemon's HP, then throw a Pokeball at it? Yes, I know. Believe me, I've had to explain that capturing Pokemon is a science to more people than I can count on. My own parents still don't get what I went to school for, but they'd support me in pretty much anything after school.
That was weird. Well, what's the science of catching about?
Well, there are many different kinds of Pokemon, right? and they all have different ways of trying to evade capture. Now, the thing about the Pokemon's evasion instinct, or compulsive capture avoidance, is that they're not truly trying to avoid being captured. Huh? The reason the Pokemon tries to avoid being captured by a trainer, even if the Pokemon approach the trainer to challenge them, is an evolutionary mechanism. Long-term evolution, of course not the short-term metamorphosis we call evolution. Right, got it. With Pokemon being social creatures who have evolved and adapted alongside humans, it benefits a Pokemon to make sure only the strongest trainers can catch them. That's why they fight back against us in the wild, then. That's right. That's also why they attempt to bust out of Pokeballs thrown at them. They want us to prove ourselves to them. Personally, I think that's admirable. But that Venonat you just caught, you didn't weaken it first, but it just went into the ball? Well, that was a risky move, but I don't have any Pokemon on hand right now, so I just had to aim for the Pokemon's energy nexus. Pardon? You know, their nexus, where they concentrate their energy for their elemental attacks. I believe this is mentioned in the Pokemon Adventures manga. I believe, if I'm correct, that every Pokemon has like a little spot on them that you have to aim for a capture to be effective. And there's a whole arc in it, how like every Pokemon has like a different spot on them. I think so anyway. I could be wrong, but I seem to remember that being a thing. I've actually never heard of that before. Huh? Well, yes, every Pokemon has a nexus their energy is concentrated in. A critical hit is often the result of hitting that special spot. And if you hit the Pokemon on that spot directly with a Pokeball, that's called a critical capture. Huh. They really didn't teach you any of this in high school? It was a miracle that they taught me anything in high school, honestly. Well, you're lucky that I'm here then. I'm always ready to help my students outside of class. Heck, as I said, I'm doing office hours now. Cool. So, learning about these Nexus points will help me with my capturing skills, right? It should. Okay, well, what's the first step? Memorizing Nexus locations. There isn't really an easy way to do that. You kind of just have to sit down with a book and memorize them slowly. Professor Cherry, I memorized the Pokédex. I can memorize one more data point for every Pokemon. Really? The entire Pokédex? Yep. Not purposefully, but I did. Alright, well, let's just get started then. I'll start in the Cantonian National Pokédex order, as that's what I imagine you're most familiar with. Okay. Bulbasaur line, the tip of their bulbs or flowers. Charmander line, the tips of their tails. Squirtle and Wartortle are the nose, Blastoise is cannons. Caterpie's crest. 10 hours later. As Professor Cherry lists off the locations of various Pokemon to you, you sit on a bench paying rapt attention. And Dragonite's Nexus, of course, is the little horn on the top of its head, and that finishes the Kanto Pokedex. Are you still with me for Johto? Sure, but we've been doing this for a while. Are your office hours still open? Oh wow, time has seriously flown. Sometimes I get so caught up in what I'm doing, I don't notice that hours have... Is something wrong, Professor? Oh, nothing. Okay. Have a good rest of your day, alright? I hope that my impromptu lecture on critical captures was helpful. Right. You... too. What just happened? You can now perform critical captures. When performing a critical capture, you will always capture the Pokemon independent of your normal capture rate. Your critical capture rate is equal to the average of all your class proficiencies, so right now it's about 5.83. If you want to check your critical capture rate easily, check in with Professor Cherry. I have no idea. Hey, Ethan. Oh, hey, Alex. What you doing here? Just talking with Professor Cherry for a bit. That's cool. Learn anything new? Nothing about you, don't worry. Phew. She's got so much dirt on me, it's terrifying. Hey, could you share some information with me? About her? Yeah. Right, so you picked up on her avoidance of talking about her past, huh? A little bit. I'm honestly super confused as to how this happened. I mean, no one has ever not told me something about their past when I asked about it. Sorry, that sounds weird, doesn't it? Yeah, I getcha. So, I don't think I should tell you, but honestly, man, this is all public information. You can probably just look it up on the internet.
Dr. Chris Cherry, right? Yeah, and she has a younger sister named Marina who was involved. Marina was my age, but I didn't see her much. She went to an all-girls school in Goldenrod. Alright, I'll look him up then. Chris's sister probably got involved with Whitney. Wait. Whitney mentioned that she slept with sisters. I am praying, for Whitney's sake, she didn't sleep with Professor Cherry. But also, if she did, you go, girl! You go! Yeah, good luck. Hey, Professor Cherry is really cool about stuff, but, don't let her know you're looking into her, alright? Because that's like the one thing she won't be cool with. The one time I've ever seen her lose her cool was when a couple of journalists from the school newspaper club interrupted homeroom to interrogate her. Don't worry, I'll be subtle. Hey! Cool, man. See you around. Alright, Investigator Onesie is on the case. Wait. I am now Investigator. I'm not sure that's very good. Okay. Battle team time, bitches. Line up. Hola! I am very excited to... Do not speak out of turn. Janine is the team captain. It is her duty to open the meeting. Oh, disculpas. No offense was meant by me. It's alright, Eri. Lance, calm down. Not once in the high history of humanity has a person calmed down when instructed to. That's a fair point. Let's just move on. As I mentioned, we need to begin training for squad battles. I wasn't able to get a time slot booked early for this week, so we'll do it now. I want all of you to be able to battle with or against each other. There is a non-zero chance that 2 or more of you will end up battling each other again. So I want all of you to battle 3 random teammates. At once? No, one at... actually, that might not be a bad idea. Ugh, shouldn't have said anything. I'll go easy on you. It's optional. I heard those quotation marks. I have no idea what you mean. Alright, enough playing around. Let's start with the allotments. Alex, you're up first. Looks like your opponents are Leaf, Erica, and Sonia. Awesome. I think I've been helping you in battle a bit too long, Alex. I think it's about time I remind you who's the best battler in Dorm 25, Alex. Blue, that was your key to butt in. Guess he's distracted. Damn. Right, let's have a good one then. And now, time to ask the big question. You think you can take on 3 of your teammates at once in a 3v3 battle? I'll give it a try. I'll be honest, I was just teasing you, but if you think you can pull this off... Alright, how am I going to line this up? We're going to put Flobodosh there. No. Right, Chiggery isn't going to come out to play. Flobodosh goes there. Pikachu goes there. Yeah, we'll sort out some Foreverals. I need the I've got the Comfort. Oh, that doesn't do anything for it, does it? Yeah, it doesn't do anything for it. At least for what I need. Magnemite Foreverall. What does this one do? Base stats scale to Magneton. When use the appropriate Pokemon, Magnet Bomb, Thundershock. What about Yamper? What do you do? Gains Fluffy, can teach Bite and Attract. Togedemaru gives Zing Zap. Grants Rough Skin. Teach Spiky Shield and Wide Guard. Alright. Let's give it to Flobodosh. Yeah, swap them. And then let's use it on Flobodosh to teach it Wide Guard. Yeah, that's a bit better. And it goes back to being Electric type. I might have to think outside of the box for your reward. I'm not losing it! I beg of you to move on. Right, ready? Yes. Oh, fuck me. Fuck me. Okay. First thing we're going to do is we're going to go for a Leech Seed onto this Need Arena. And we're going to set up an Aura Veil. Then we're going to Nuzzle the Need Arena. Yep. Use Energize. Need Arena's paralyzed. And use Fire Fang on Aurora. Okay. Now we're going to go for a Growth. And a Dazzling Gleam, which will hit everything. And we're going to Wide Guard. Just on the off chance. Oh, big damage. Now I'm going to use Fire Fang again. Need Arena's paralyzed. Now what we're going to do, we're going to try and kill this... Yeah, we'll kill the Helioptile first. Then we'll go for a Dazzling Gleam. And we'll go for a Power Up Punch onto whatever comes in. Yeah. Yeah, boy. You're going to kill the... Oh, it doesn't kill it. Okay. And it used Toxic Spikes. And dies to the Leech Seed. Ha! Look at this. It's going well. It's actually going well. Oh, God, I'm scared. Alright. Ardent Gaze onto the Ivysaur. Aurora Beam onto the Wooper. And Wide Guard. Aurora Beam, Wooper's down. And that's a Turtwig. Ardent Gaze, Ivysaur. Bark Up. Okay. Well, I'm gonna Draining Kiss the Turtwig. I'm gonna Aurora Beam the Ivysaur. And Wide Guard again. This is going so well. Hospitality. I don't know what it does. I've got to get rid of that Ivysaur. That's got to be the next one. Ivy's been seeded. I didn't even spot that. Okay. In which case, Ardent Gaze onto the Poltergeist. And I think we need to Aura Veil again. And then we're going to Nuzzle the Poltergeist. Oh, okay. Dene's a bit of a problem. But at least we got another Aura Veil up. Okay. Let's go for another Growth. No, let's Draining Kiss the Poltergeist. And Aura Beam the Ivysaur. And I guess Power Punch against whatever's going to come in after the Poltergeist. It's a Gloom. Okay, Aurora's in trouble. Yeah, we've got to start dealing with this Ivysaur. Aurora Beam. Nuzzle the Gloom. Protected this up. Okay. Oh, so close, so close. Right, we're gonna Draining Kiss onto... No, we're gonna Ardent... What are we gonna do? Well, Ardent Gaze onto the Gloom. Aurora Beam onto the Ivysaur. And Wide Guard. Dramper. Yeah, Wide Guard messes up that parabolic charge and I love that. Okay, Draining Kiss the Dramper. Dazzling Gleam. And Nuzzle the Gloom. Yes! Dazzling Gleam! Let's go, baby! Puffs here. And Aurora finally goes down. Okay, Chiggery out. Chiggery out. And we start Fury Cuttering everything. So, Draining Kiss onto the Jigglypuff. Fury Cutter onto the Gloom. And I guess Power Up Punch. No, we've got to keep Wide Guarding. Oh, the Gloom lived, but gets killed by the Parabolic Charge. Okay. Limits here. Oh, Ivy's asleep. Okay. I'm actually going to switch Ivy out and go out into Barrow. And we'll Fury Cutter the Jigglypuff. And Wide Guard again. And the Jigglypuff's down. I love that. This screenshot right here is just the most busted thing ever. Oh, Chicory's down. Damn it. Okay. Let's get Brutus in. And let's go for no retreat with Brutus. Okay. Future Sight onto the Glimmet. No retreat. Wide guards. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Here we go, baby. Let's see. What can we do? Power up punch onto the Dene. Power up punch onto the Dene. And it just fucks us all up. Okay, that was a stupid decision. I should have stayed in. Damn. I needed to continue the wide guard. It was my bad for not. Okay. I guess. Enshroud. And I guess we try and wake up. Oh, we woke up immediately. Perfect. Okay. Suit it. And Ardent Gaze. Yes! This is what we like to see. It's happening. Future Sight onto the Dene. And Draining Kiss it. This should kill it. Yeah, okay. Okay. Fido. This is turning into a 1v1. Leech Seed it. It's not going to do much. It's a 1v1, dog. It's a 1v1. Growth. 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 We've got to get ourselves to +6. We got +5, and the final Pokemon is a Snubbull! Let's go! 1v3! Fuck you! Janine! Oh, dearie me. That, ladies and gentlemen, is what happens when you put a lot of time and effort into this fucking game. I've been playing competitive Pokemon for 10 years. I've won multiple championships. And that's what happens when you go at 1v3. This is the sort of challenge that this game provides you that no main series Pokemon game has been able to provide me so far. And this is why I fucking love it so much. Let's go. Wait. Did I do something wrong? I won, so... +10. Perfect. Tingles. I'll assign some other groups now. Lance, please teach the trainers who just battled to their rememberable moves. Of course. Let's just get this over with. Alex, you know the routine. Aurora, your Ninetales? Very well. Fine, what do you want to reteach this Pokemon? Nasty plot. That's busted. That's busted. Oh, nasty plot. And we can get rid of... Oh, but they're all good moves. I need them all. They've all been really useful. Dazzling Gleam was really good in that fight because I placed Aurora in the middle. Nature are you? You're a naive nature, so you're fast and you've got 0 special attack. Your attack is the same as your special attack. What is this? Alright, well, let's... Oh no, I want to keep it because it'd be really good. But all of this is a good moveset. They've all got really important use. The only thing I can think of is we get rid of Draining Kiss. If I could have this moveset, it'd be perfect. Like this 5. This would be incredible. Fuck. I don't want to get rid of that because I need the Ice-type move. I can't get rid of... Well, I can get rid of Draining Kiss, and that's what I'm leaning towards, but I really don't want to. The only thing I can think of is... Draining Kiss has 10, that had 10, but that's like nearly double the power, and it hits everything, and it was really useful. Yeah, Draining Kiss, I'm sorry. I've already got Comfey who does the same thing. This is a different kettle of fish. Forgot Draining Kiss. He was out there in a hurry. Alright, now it's time to move to the general training.
focus especially hard on your battlefield awareness. Eri will assist you by throwing dodgeballs at you and your Pokemon.
What?
If you can learn to dodge a dodgeball, you can learn to dodge a flamethrower. And you better had before we start using flamethrower in our training. Please tell me you're joking. Eri, ready the cannon.
There's a cannon? I thought she was going to throw the dodgeballs.
She is. The cannon is what we call her right arm.
Yes.
Right arm is cannon, left is jackhammer.
I'm doomed. Ivy gained EXP, Aurora gained EXP, Bulbarush gained XP, Barrow gained XP, Chigara gained XP, Brutus gained XP. Tired and sore, you return to your dorm.
Dude, I think I found love.
That's the concussion talking. Sleep it off. No, don't sleep! If you're concussed, you don't sleep! That's like the worst thing you can do! If you go to sleep... Oh, God. I wish I had Jasmine's number. Imagine messaging Jasmine after that. Okay, I don't want to message Flannery. Nate. Dawn. It was cute when Dawn messaged Dawn last time. Let's message Bianca. Just thought a text. How are you doing?
Hi, how was your day? Today was so fun for me. I got up and then went to class. Oh, but I had breakfast first, and then I went to class, and...
Aw, she's sad, but she's got a bit more energy. I appreciate that. She's warming up to me. She's warming up. I know she's sad at the moment, but it's all good. It's Yellow. Hey, Yellow. I see you got a new hat.
Oh, yeah, Uncle Wilton sent me a spare last Sunday. It took a while to get here, though, given the distance. And good morning.
Just us here?
Ethan's sleeping in, but Blue and Leaf left early.
Blue's been kind of avoiding me all week. Like, I can get him in a room, but if he sees me walk in, he'll walk to the other side. Any idea what that's about?
I think he's very conflicted about if he should talk to his grandpa, and seeing you just confuses him further.
I wasn't expecting such a literal answer, but yeah, I guess you're right. Sorry for the subject change, but how's Bianca? I know you two are both in the nurse course, right?
I think this party today will be good for her. She does so much for everyone else, but when she needs help, who's there to help her?
Me?
Oh, that's right. She did say you talked with her. She appreciated that.
It was the least I could do. Still, with Leaf throwing this party, at least she's got something to take her mind off things for a while.
I've heard Leaf's parties can get fairly wild. I hope Leaf can keep things low-key for Dawn and Bianca.
I'm sure she can. There's nothing to worry about. Actually, maybe we should check in on her.
That's a good idea. Maybe we could also wake up Ethan?
Oh? Was his flirting on Monday more effective than it seemed?
No! I just don't like seeing him sleeping away all his weekends.
Hey, he doesn't sleep them all away. I mean, last weekend he went out into the forest to look for you. Although, Leaf did have to drag him out of bed for that. Alright, I see your point. Mind waking him up? I'm gonna go get some coffee.
Sure, I thought you didn't need it though.
I'm not gonna lie, I may be developing a bit of an addiction.
There are programs to help with caffeine rehab, you know.
Yeah, my current coping strategy is to deny that I have a problem. That's all my health insurance covers. Hey, Flobrosh, you want a sip of coffee? Maybe it'll, like, energize you. No! Sip. Oh, God. Blech. Pikachu. Or maybe you'll just have a spiritual experience. You doing okay, buddy? You've created a monster. Oh, that was a good reaction then.
You two?
Yep.
I can't, get Ethan up.
What do you mean?
Well, I can hear him snoring in his room, but I guess I'm just knocking on his door hard enough.
You can go in. Just shake him a bit.
No, I definitely couldn't. What if he's naked?
That's a benefit. He's a handsome guy.
Don't make fun of me, I'm shy. Besides, you shouldn't walk into someone's room without their permission, even if they're not naked.
Why did you have such trouble saying that word? Why are you whispering the word naked?
Don't say it out so loudly. It's embarrassing.
What? Naked?
Stop!
Dude, it's a perfectly normal word. People use it to describe, like, non-GMO fruit. Besides, even if we were talking about people, I mean, people get naked, you know? It's a fact. Nothing to be embarrassed about. Sometimes people get naked for business. Sometimes people get naked for pleasure.
Stop saying naked!
Did someone say naked? She's got a crush on Ethan. I love that. That's adorable. I ship it. You good? She's dead, Jim. What's that from? She's dead, Jim. Oh, I'm gonna have to look that up. What's that from? That's a reference to something. What is that a reference to? She's dead, Jim. He's dead, Jim. It's a song by Warp 11. No, it's from Star Trek, for fuck's sake. Of course it's from Star Trek. I knew I recognised it from somewhere. And it's He's Dead, Jim. Damn, I was really starting to like her. Yeah, we're gonna have to spend the rest of our lives on the run from Blue now. So no difference for me. He's really not that bad, dude. I know. So, were you just waiting to come in at the appropriate comedic timing? Yeah. I'm impressed by your commitment. Thanks, man. Maybe I should be a comedian when I graduate. Really? You're on the battle team. I guess I just assumed you'd want to become a Pokemon trainer. I wouldn't say I don't. It's still on the table. Got my whole life ahead of me after all. Anyway, I'm gonna go put my clothes back on. Don't go anywhere. I want to come with you two. Sounds good. Nice trunks, by the way. I like them. I want a pair. They are exactly the sort of thing I would wear. I actually had a pair of Pikachu pajamas that I wore very, very, unnervingly recently. Like, I think it was like 3 or 4 years ago. But the problem was they were so warm, I couldn't sleep in them. So, at the moment in the UK, it's unnaturally warm for this type of year. Like, it's only May, but it's just very warm. Yet for some reason, it was just excessive. Like, even in the cold weather, I just couldn't sleep in them. They were ridiculously warm. I missed them though. They were so comfortable. Yeah, you too. What? Yellow? You alright down there? Oh, she actually fell asleep, huh? Well, you fucking... That was really funny. that was really funny. I want to see more like that. I want to see more of that. You, Yellow, and Ethan walk across campus to the battle hall, where apparently Leaf is setting up Dawn's party. I wonder what Loaf said to get access to the battle hall for a birthday party of all things. Given how guilty Janine feels about the whole Dawn battle fiasco, probably it's just for Dawn. Probably. I haven't been here since the quarter clashes. I hope it's a bit less scary without all those people in the stands screaming. I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh, speaking of fine, there's Leaf now. She does not look happy. I'm going to kill Dean Drayden. You could try. I'm pretty sure he could bench press your entire family with his pinky, though. What happened? Dean Draymond's cool. Okay, so I guess it's, like, technically not his fault, but I was planning this entire thing around the battle hall being open this weekend. I even asked ahead of time with Lance and Janine, and they said they'd make sure that the battle hall would be unoccupied. But apparently, today of all days, that purple-haired lawyer we saw at lunch on Tuesday needs the entire battle hall to herself. And when I complained, D. Drayden said his hands were tied. His hands! The man breaks rules like it's going out of fashion, but now he's listening to some fancy purple-haired woman in a suit? They even got a truck in there! I wasn't supposed to see that, but I had Jigglypuff float me up to a window. Truck? It looked like they were moving something out of it. Or maybe into it. I'm not sure. I didn't stay up there for very long. Still, I put all this thought into the party, and now Drayden's completely stomped on my efforts. My old roommates are going to be so disappointed. And Dawn... She told me this really sad story about her 12th birthday. When I heard it, I practically burst into tears, and I swore I wouldn't let anything ruin this one. Well,
Why should we let it? What do you mean? Is there any particular reason that the party has to happen in the battle hall? I thought it would be a neat full circle kind of moment for Dawn, since she used to be a battle team member. Yeah, but Bianca was in the battle hall when she got her dad. And I'm not finishing that thought. Good call. My point is that if the battle hall isn't an absolutely mandatory part of the planning, then we can still turn this around. Alex, you still have that cake, right?
Right. It's just in the cooking club's room for now, but I can bring it any way you need.
Okay, there's a club in town we could go to. Renting it out would be pricey, but not impossible. But I think that might be a bit much for Dawn and Bianca. I want to keep it lower key. Bianca really likes plush toys and carnival games, and Dawn likes high art, like sculpture and theater. I'm not seeing a way we can mash these two together, though.
Well, who says we have to? Hold on, let me look something up. Sweet, there's a theater nearby showing The Goddess of 1,000 Arms. It's this epic musical drama about a priestess who climbs a mountain dealing with her inner demons the entire way. It's a psychological thriller. Sounds just artsy enough for Daybreak, right? Daybreak.
That might work. Oh, and then the county fair is going on. They've got like games and roller coasters and all that stuff. We could totally go there with Bianca.
Sounds like we're gonna have to split up though. Unless you think subjecting Bianca to the drama of the mountainside is a good idea. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Dawn wouldn't be a fan of the roller coasters or the crowds at the fair either. Not to be a psychotherapist or anything, but Beata might not be in the mood for either.
That's a good observation, Ethan, but presenting her the option is important. If she doesn't want to take us up on it, then, well, that's fine. Everyone recovers at their own pace.
Dorm 25's most well-adjusted person has spoken. It's canon now. Most well-adjusted? Excuse you, I'm dangerously excessive. About, like, a lot, yes.
I agree with you, but I sure don't want to. Agreeing with a point that makes you look bad shows strength of character. Please, nothing could make me look bad.
Oh yeah? What about like a trash bag? Just like a regular old bag of trash with some holes ripped in it.
That's high fashion on me, Ethan. Try a bit harder.
Dean Drayton's clothes? Well, besides the fact that you could fit 3 of me in them, I think I'd rock them pretty well, yeah. Alright, what about my clothes? Oh, I get it. This is just a really long-run ploy to try and swap clothes with me for a while, isn't it? You can't prove it. Cute skirt, BT dubs. Bro, if you just wanna fucking wear some ladies' clothes, you just wear some ladies' clothes. God, Ethan, you're so weird. And that's coming from me.
Weirdness is often correlated with uniqueness. Dorm 25, I think it's a very unique dorm.
It's better than being boring.
Hell yeah, it is. And now we, the least boring students in Kobacon, are going to throw 2 awesome parties for 2 girls who seriously need it.
Preach, girlfriend.
Okay, let's go over the details of the plan. I've already sent out invitations. My old dorm mates are coming. I figured Dawn knows May from the Coordinator Club, and Hilda and Serena are just super nice anyway. If we're going to try to get Dawn some new friends, I figured those 3 would both be good options. They already want to help Bianca, so it's the best of both worlds. And I also invited Shiren.
That's kind of an important... to be fair, Shiren is a very good friend to Bianca, so I think I could put it aside for one day. I won't start anything as long as he doesn't.
Great. Was worried that this entire plan was going to collapse again when I said that.
You think so little of me?
You're the nicest guy I've ever met, but you do kind of hold a grudge.
What?
Really? Holding grudges is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die.
Now that's voodoo. I don't think I'm a vengeful guy. I mean, I even apologized to Blue on Thursday about the whole meteorite shard thing. I don't think you should have said that.
Great, that's progress. And now I get why he was so happy Thursday afternoon. I was wondering what had snapped him out of his funk.
He was happy? How can you tell?
There's this weird thing he does where the corners of his mouth bend upwards.
Sounds fake.
Might be, but I'm still gonna sell tickets to see it.
Guys, focus up. Dawn's birthday, remember?
I remember. Alright, so let me think for a moment. The invitations will be calling people out to the battle hall, since that's where I thought this thing was going to happen. We'll wait until everyone gets there, then split the party, literally, and go our separate ways. I think Dawn might actually prefer that. She's in class with Hilbert, but I don't think she knows any of Bianca's other roommates. She might be overwhelmed. Dawn's group will go to the theater Ethan mentioned, and Bianca's group will go to the fair outside of the city. Then at 4 p.m. we'll all meet back here on Then at 4 p.m. we'll all meet back here on campus, give Dawn our presents, and then share the cake that Alex made. Sounds good? Sounds like a 100% classic Leaf plan. I'm not sure what that is, but alright. Hey, you're not gonna make us put our hands in one... and you're not gonna make us put our hands in and do one of those cheesy 4-person fist bumps or anything, are you? Well, I sure am now. Kinda a shame Blue isn't here, though. But put him in, Dorm 25. To friends and fun, Dorm 25. This is so incredibly corny. Dorm 25.
For golden glory.
Inspirational message.
Rock and stone.
Let's split up and look for clues. Inspirational message. Wow, you're terrible at this. I love it. It's nice to be appreciated.
For golden glory.
Oh, God. Ooh, the theatre. So for those of you who aren't aware, Mr. OnesieBanette himself, that's me, I used to do acting when I was in university. And after I finished uni, I went down to London for, I think it was a good 3-4 months, to perform in some shows before finally deciding that I didn't want to be a part of the acting world. So the theatre and the stage is my place. It's my home. It's where I learnt a lot of my social skills, funnily enough. So yeah, I'm very much into this sort of theatre and artsy aesthetic that's going on right now. I love it. I haven't been to the theatre in years, though. I need to get down and see something because the acting itch, it calls to me. The 4 of you have returned to the battle hall, waiting for Dawn's party guests to arrive. In order to pass the time, you've turned towards various games. And that's Toe. I win again. Good try, Yellow. I don't get it. It's literally tic-tac-toe. How do you keep winning? King of games, like I said. Okay, Yugi. I know there's some rule he's following to keep winning like this. It's more of a character flaw than I'm exploiting. What do you mean? Hey, is it cool if I go first again? I mean, you've gone first the past 3 times. Yeah, but, like, please. Oh, alright. Maybe I could go first next time, though? Yeah, we'll consider that. Oh, I get it. Hey, stop bullying Yellow! You were totally fine with it a second ago. Well, that's because I wanted to know how you were doing it. I know now, so you... Hey, interrupting anything? Nope, just Ethan being, king of games. Cool. I'm the first one here. Of course you are. You always were. You had a to-do list bigger than any of our schedules, but you always got everything done sooner than the rest of us, too. I never realized how good I had it with you as a dorm mate. I love these new guys, but besides Yellow, they're kinda hopeless when it comes to keeping the dorm running. We might have an easier time if you did any of the chores. Same. I missed you. Dorm 251 isn't the same without you. I dormed with Hilbert because I figured he needed it, but, I forgot that would mean I'd have to live with him. Don't know how you managed it, Alex. At least I've learned a few tricks over the years. He's alright. Just don't talk to him before 7 and put the little pieces of rubber on the door to dampen the impact when he slams it. Oh, you figured out the rubber thing too? Yeah, still got a bunch of them, in case you want extras, if he wears them out. It's more of a question of when he wears them out. Speaking of wearing them out, what the fuck? Why are you here? Are you following May? Is that it, Lycia? You're just trying to hang around with May? May, so glad you can make it. Did the coordinator club release its clutches upon ya? A little bit. See, Liz, I told you it's a real party. Prior commitment, can't do anything about it. Well, Dawn did say that today was her birthday. Alright, I believe you, but I'll expect to see you in the contest hall extra early on Monday. Yes, Liz.
Thanks for showing this party for Dawn, everyone. I think she'll really appreciate it. She told me this story about her 12th birthday party, and, well, frankly, I'm surprised she's even willing to have another. Suppose you can't help getting older, though. Ugh. Shit, you okay? Lissy is always running after Brandon and I, and Brandon runs faster. No loyalty in terms of matters of context. No loyalty in matters of contests or battles, I guess. Bonjour. Buongiorno. Hola. Konnichiwa. It's good to be back amongst you again. Reminds me of simpler days. Yeah, and you guys finally have a chance to catch up with each other again. We're pretty caught up, actually. Serena's our connector. Yes, I have fire classes with May and dark with Hilda, so there's little catching up to do. Oh, I guess I'm the odd woman out then. The only one who doesn't have some bond to the old dorm. Well, not entirely, right? You're still taking normal classes now, right? And Bianca's there? Plus, Bianca and Hilda are still roommates, so... Oh, I just put my foot in my mouth, didn't I? Nah, we'd need to cross that bridge eventually. So, does anyone know if Bianca's planning on coming? It'd be really great if we got the whole dorm together, but if she's, not in the mood... She was still in bed when I left the dorm. She said she was planning on coming, but, no one would blame her if she skipped out, Don't mean to butt in, but are, Yellow, Alex, and I actually invited? Did he just get two people's names right in the same sentence? Duh, you are... Come to think of it, Alex made the cake, but you two didn't really do anything, did you? I'll be real with you, I don't even have a present. The last time I saw Dawn, I was, healing Blue's Pokemon while she beat him over and over. She probably doesn't like me a whole lot. Don't be silly, Yellow. Everyone likes you. And besides, Daybreak's kinda starved for friends. She's not in any position to be turning anyone down. Hi. It's almost funny in a cosmic sense. Dawn, Maiden of Honor! Happy birthday, sweetheart! Thank you. Thank you very much for putting this together. It really means a lot to me. I hope it wasn't too much trouble. For you? Not at all. How does it feel, Dawn? A year older? Any gray hairs yet? Ha! Nope. I'm sorry. I think there are few new faces I don't know here. I know that you're in my homeroom, May, and I know you, Leaf and Ethan, from the battle team, but... Of course. My name's Selena. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. I am one of Leaf's former roommates. And the fanciest girl you'll ever meet. And on the other side of the spectrum is... Hilda's my name. I saw that shit you pulled in the battle hall during the quarter clashes. You might have lost, but that was a hell of a show. Good work. And I'm Yellow. You probably recognize me. Of course I do. Good to see you again. And I'm glad to meet you two. Good to see me again. That's what she said?
Of course it is. Come on, you're Yellow.
Well, looks like we're all about just here.
I guess Bianca decided not to come then. Shit sucks, but not much we can do about it. I guess she just needs more time. Come to think of it, didn't Hilbert say he'd be coming too? Besides, you said you also invited Sharon? In truth, that's rather brassy. Not my first pick, but I can see where you're coming from. They're friends. I can't imagine him being late to something without a good reason.
Oh, so you think...
I don't know, but maybe we should all go check on Bianca. If you're cool with that, Dawn. It's your party after all.
Oh, yes. Absolutely, we should check on her. Bianca was you guys' 5th roommate, right, Hilda?
Yep.
It'd be a shame if only the 4 of you were here. The set's incomplete. Gotta catch 'em all, you know? That's something an old TV show I used to watch said.
Sounds catchy. I like it. I bet you do! Not like it's the fucking franchise's fucking tagline or anything. Oh, God. You, Ethan, and Yellow split off as Leaf and her old roommates head off in a different direction, searching for Bianca, Sharon, and Hilbert. I'm calling it now. We're gonna have to go into the forest again.
Oh, no.
Nah, Hilbert's probably still asleep, and Bianca's probably just getting ready. Uh-huh. And Chowder? I have no idea what he's doing, but don't want to waste any brain cells on trying to figure it out either. Alright. God. Hey, I just realized something. Huh? We broke the echo this week. Huh? After lunch, you didn't show up to electives. I did. That means I attended an elective you didn't. Oh, seriously? That's pretty funny. You know, someday we should make a plan to see if we can purposefully avoid taking the same elective.
I'm sorry, what are you talking about?
Oh, it's the weirdest thing. What is it? Look. They look happy.
I admit, I was worried at first when you didn't respond to my knocking. I thought you might still be asleep. Ha! No way! Hilbert doesn't sleep, he just stares.
That's mostly true.
Well, I'm glad to see you're feeling better. I know this was a... Nope. Beg pardon? No sad thoughts today. Today's Dawn's birthday, which means happy faces only. It's not healthy to bury these things, but... Sorry, which one of us has been studying to be a psychologist again? Come on, let's go.
She's not as fragile as you think.
I was simply attempting to ensure my good friend was taken care of.
I think we've all had enough of your brand of care, Shiren.
Oh. Oh, yes, Hilbert. All my respect for Hilbert just went through the roof. Oh, Hilbert, you dog. And to think I titled the last episode the way I did. I'm sorry, I take it back. I don't want to steal Hilda. I couldn't do that to you, you know?
Hi, you guys. Sorry I kept you waiting. Makeup took a bit longer than usual. You get it, right, Yellow? Oh, yeah, my hair takes ages in the morning. Most of the time I just stuff it in my hat so I don't have to bother with it, though. Oh, that's clever. I don't think I could do that with my hair down, though. Maybe I'll put it up in a bun, but I don't think my hair is actually long enough for that. And if I did that, then my hat might seem a bit lumpy, or people might think I'm smuggling food in my hat, which I'm not, and that would just be awful. I don't want that, but I could do with a haircut, and...
You zone out slightly as you look over at Shiren and Hilbert. Both of them seem tense, but that's to be expected. Hi!
We saw each other yesterday.
I was saying hi, not it's been 3,000 years, how desperately I have missed you.
Et tu, Shiren?
We have no connection beyond your very minor insult 2 minutes ago. This does not apply.
Gee, it seems awfully convenient that you're willing to put all your grudges aside the moment there's a chance to laugh at.
Hey, how about we just leave this conversation here and go meet up with the rest of the girls?
Well, your own roommates were talking about how much they missed you, Belle. Couldn't start the party without you.
Aw, they're so sweet. My new dorm is so full of testosterone. It's sometimes hard to breathe. I miss them too.
Really? Hitchcock doesn't strike me as the full of testosterone kind.
Why am I the only one being made fun of here?
Don't worry, Hillybert. I wasn't talking about you.
Good. Wait, but then...
I was talking about Bea. She's way manlier than you.
Going back to the dorm.
What? No! If you leave, then I'll be so upset in my moment of need, and I won't be able to stop crying, and then the party will be absolutely ruined, and your ice classes will be super awkward, and everyone will hate me and you, and I won't be able to endure the social pressure, so I'll have to drop out, and no one will miss me, and then we'll know what it's like to be Shiren.
Wow, she's just firing wildly today, huh? Nobody's safe. Well, she's not wrong.
Fine, you've convinced me, alright. Just stop being so sentimental.
My father was murdered 4 days ago. So I'll be whatever I want to be, okay?
I just can't. I'm trying my hardest, Bianca. I am quickly realizing that Bianca is an absolutely loose cannon. Let's go, Alex. Mind telling Loaf we found Blanca? You got it. Hopefully she's not going to be too electrifying today. Blanca. Get it? From Street Fighter. my material's lost on you guys. Bit tight in here.
Yeah, we're kind of blocking the path. Hey, Dawn, happy birthday. Sorry I was late. No, it's completely fine. I understand that. Yep, makeup just takes so long. Oh well, I'm here now. I see you're here too, Hilbert.
I am. Happy birthday.
Oh, right. Happy birthday. I don't believe we've had the pleasure of an introduction. I am Sharon. You're Sharon? I thought... Oh, on second thought, I probably shouldn't say that. No, I do not possess horns nor a pointed tail. The forked tongue I do possess, but I keep that well hidden. Enough chatting. Let's get this show on the road. If that's cool with the birthday girl? Of course. You kind of seem to know how this birthday thing works, and I don't, so you can go ahead and take control. You hear that, everyone? Birthday girl says I can take control. Change your plans. This is now a costume party. Skimpiest outfit wins a prize.
No other criteria? Huh? I mean, I didn't think through the bit this far, but I guess not. You're trying to game the system, aren't you? Pretty sure Instructor Wallace has a spare Speedo I can borrow. Oh, that's Ethan, not me.
There, he did it again. He got someone's name right. What's the pattern here?
Okay, well, all y'all have got that in your minds now, and I've never been happier to be a Fantastic. Oh, she's got aphantasia. I don't have aphantasia. I know a lot of people that do, though, and it's very difficult for me to sort of comprehend the idea of not being able to picture things in your head. Strange world we live in.
It's actually aphantasic.
Huh? Bianca in yellow.
Ha! Jinx!
Medical course, I swear. Every time I try to say something casual about what I'm thinking or feeling, Bianca tells me exactly what chemical's making me feel that way.
That's because we're all just pieces of meat powered by electricity and chemical reactions. Nothing we experience is real, it's just how we consistently misinterpret sensory input. Well, that's a rather, depressing way of looking at it, no? You think so? I find it kind of liberating.
Oh, you can't say the word liberating around Pikachu. Not talking about you, buddy. Hey, you said me. You said the liberating. That's me. Right. I think, for now, this might be where we leave this episode. Just because I think this might be a fairly substantial time sink in terms of, how this is going to actually go. So, I'm going to stop this one here, carry on recording. Maybe crack out a couple of episodes ahead of time. I might actually be ahead of schedule. What's going on? But yes, that's where we're going to leave this episode for now. So thank you very, very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this. And if you want to know how the birthday party goes and whether I punch Sharon in the face, well, you better just join us here again tomorrow, shouldn't you? Right, I will catch you later, gang. Have a good one. Look after yourselves. And don't kill yourselves. Jesus Christ. Bye-bye.